What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, and Miss Courtney. ReadoptionAgency.com. 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And welcome to Tuesday morning. Ooh, 3-day weekend. So Sunday decided to go finally get out of the house, take a road trip. Had some yard sales and flea markets in the back roads of Missouri, and so had some fun. Bought some stuff. So, yeah, at least I got out of the house. Whew. And then came back, and eBay still has a lot of errors. What's weird though is like I'm still getting a lot of errors and kind of down, but I had a person I know who messaged me on Instagram, and he lives in Columbia, Missouri, I believe, and asked me if I knew what was going on with eBay, because his store has exploded. And he hasn't really listed anything in a while, but his sales kind of exploded out of nowhere. So kind of odd. So being that he's not that far away, maybe my turn's next. maybe the server I'm on is next. I don't know. It's just kind of weird out of the blue, and just I don't know. But I'm still having the same old. Down 13.1%, so we're making a little headway there. Let's see what the weekend looked like. So Friday made it to 671, Saturday 619, Sunday only 485, yesterday 733. So still kind of poopy. Even though I've been putting up a lot more higher priced items, but yet it's still not showing any difference as to what's going on. So gonna just not worry about it. Worry about cross-listing and getting all my items everywhere else. So I do got a nice little pile of Poshmark sales here, one Bonanza, and a little bit of eBay. I'm gonna check my traffic, because I know there's got to be some jacked up organics. See, Friday, 5 organics. 52,000 items, 5 organic sales. 7 organic on Saturday. 4 organic on Sunday. And then yesterday went back up to normal, 16. So how do you go from 4 to 16 organic? I don't care anymore. I don't freaking care. I'm tired of trying to play doctor to this screwed up website. But, so move on. Let's see sales compared to last year. So we're 4 full days into the month compared to last year. See if we're going to keep pace. Yeah. Well, let me eliminate today off of last year, because that might be having an effect on it. So let's go 1st through 4th. Same period last year. Nope, not really. Yeah, so far into the month, compared to a year ago, 45.8% down. I don't get it, how I am 45 to 50% down with a lot more items, with more higher dollar items, and yet my account still keeps going down. It's beyond logic at this point. Let's see what last month ended at. Last month, compared to last year, down at 28.4%. So I just been getting just the same errors. Offer's not working right. Buyers can't check out properly. System failure. So, but anyway, onward to Posh. So for Posh, my first full month on Posh, am I able to show that here? Current week, current year, 12-month, all time. I guess I can't show last month's sales. Unless I'm missing something here. But 4 days into this month on Posh, $114. This current year will be sufficient enough. So far, since I started Poshmark, $935. So, on our way. All right, let's do some questions and comments. And then I got another idea for shorts on YouTube that I'm going to start maybe tomorrow. I might record them tomorrow and start uploading them on Wednesday. But there's basically going to be 3 shorts a day, I think, as of right now. And I'm not going to tell you no more about them. I'm playing with the idea still a little bit. So they're going to be 60-second shorts, 3 a day, hopefully every day. So, and it's just going to be knowledge. So I'm playing around with that idea now. And of course, it may morph also after I get started. So just something to look out for. I think what I'm doing will appeal to people, not just resellers. So it's just kind of a cool 60-second look at something. So, but like I said, if you're a reseller, it can be educational also. So we'll see how that goes, see how that works. So I put my picking video up yesterday, and none of my other videos on this channel besides my main video, the one you're watching right now, gets in really any views. I'm lucky if they get to 1,000 views. So just trying to find, since I'm in that creative mode, trying to find ways to change things up and try to see if there's a next step with the growth of this channel or not. So, and then playing with the Dolly channel. So I like my headspace not being just coming up with all these ideas and stuff. So get my mind off of the screwed up eBay website. I'm curious to see what people were complaining about this week. I kind of separated myself from it. The ping detector on eBay doesn't look like it has much as high as pings as normal as it did yet, I don't know, but it doesn't, it goes without saying. As you can see, I'm trying not to get too invested in this. I do see a lot of people complaining that it keeps thinking they're a bot. That's happened a lot. Oh, and then also too, let's get out of there. So I had about 27 hats in total taken down for quote unquote counterfeit. So what I did Friday, I think it was, I went into all my hats and I went into search listings. I put in the drop down for description. I typed in unbranded and hat. So then all my hats would come up that are unbranded, or I had put in as unbranded. And I edited them all. There was 7,000 of them. So I edited them all. Instead of saying unbranded in the brand, I just typed hat. I figured if their algorithm is centering on unbranded, no matter what I type in there, should be okay and help avoid any future takedowns. Also, a lot of times hat would come up just automatically when I was listing hats as a brand. I'm like, is hat even a brand? I've never seen it. All the hats I've sold, I've never seen hat as a brand of hat. So I'm like, well, I'm just putting in hat. And so far, I've had no more issues. So, could be fixed. So, oh, and then I saw Kevin Commonwealth Picker's video about the vest that was taken down. And so, yeah, I wanted to comment on that because that's a no-no for you guys, so you can learn something here. If you got a vest or a jean jacket, whatever, and it's got name brand patches on it, that can get tagged. In a situation like that, I just put like motorcycle leather vest. And then if there's other patches that's not branded, I think Freedom Riders or something, Vietnam or something was on that vest too. Put that in the title and just put like motorcycle. Don't put Harley Davidson, just put motorcycle. Usually when it comes to like bands, you're pretty much okay. Like if you have a jean jacket with band patches on it, I've never had no issues there. But if you have branded, especially now with them coming after all this stuff, yeah, if you're not selling a legitimate patch as a patch, it can cause problems. So never do that. I learned that a long, long, long time ago. So, teaching moment. All right. Don't know what that means. Looks like a blast. I would like to see how you clean the dirtier hats. I do not. A lot of people like the distressed look. You are damaged. Leave poor box alone. Not sure what that means. They're joking about something. I don't remember what was in that video. Yeah, if you saw the video, the Rage Against the Machine shirt I found, one in good condition. It goes, I looked yesterday, there was one listed at like 150-ish. Mine's got a distressed look with a couple of holes, which won't hurt the value too much for vintage shirts. So I'll probably put it up for about 110 or something. Never seen 8-tracks too much. A few around here. You do a great job being a puppeteer. Oh, I'm trying. I'm just having fun with it. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I watched the whole video. Great stuff you got there, buddy. Thank you. All right, well, we're going to move on because I got to take Jan's car back up to the tire place because now the sensor's not reading properly. So I got to get that fixed. And the sensor in my car is not reading properly, so I got to get that fixed before vacation. So get all the little stuff taken care of. I usually try to wait like the week prior to vacation to do everything because it starts my slow down process because I'm always go, 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 think, think, think. So if I take the week before to take my time and, run the errands I need to run, get the car washed, get anything I need fixed. It slows me down. So I slow myself down because normally I'm always zip, zip, zip. So I'm like, nope, it's time to start slowing down. So next week I can thoroughly enjoy vacation. So I have to take a week to mentally start slowing down in order to fully enjoy a week of vacation. So I'll probably wait and do mine the week before I leave. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Posh and 1 Bonanza. I already printed out the things when I clicked on them to pull them. So we got a pair of Wild Fable denim jeans, women's jeans here, sold for $10. Headed to Ohio. What are you doing? Oh man. I haven't really. My mind's kind of locked into like this creative mode right now, so I'm really not focusing in on anything in particular, like to talk about or topics or anything. I'm trying to think if there's something to talk about. Next up, I just cross-listed this yesterday on Posh. Losers Club, Stephen King's It shirt. Sold for $12. But it was Saturday, and then Jan went to the Benz with Adrian and one of his friends the other day. So they got a lot of clothing and stuff for me to get listed. So that's good. A lot of hats, a lot of clothing. Right now, I'm just not just concentrating on. Well, I'm not really concentrating at all, which is the great thing. I'm just letting the ideas flow for the Dolly videos. And then I've been trying to think of what to do with this channel for like other video series and stuff. You know, I'm always going to do this one just because it keeps me company as I ship. You guys. And next up we got this Charleston, South Carolina t-shirt. Sold for $12 on Posh. Headed to Coral Springs, Florida. But Courtney. So I'm like not worrying about anything. Trying to just it feels like a rebuild. Like not just a mental rebuild, but just overall rebuild. Like with all my quote unquote projects and trying to create new ones and trying to build stuff. As opposed to like this channel. Just like, okay, what's the next step I want to take? Next up, we've got this Rawlings baseball cap. Sold on Posh for $15. Headed to Mount Pleasant, Texas. Because it's allowing me to focus on other money-making adventures to take my mind off of the eBay problems and the fact that they just keep taking money from me. And then all the, the counterfeit issues fake counterfeit issues that's been going on. But first and foremost, just enjoying myself again and see what it can balloon into and building Posh. We got a Croatia hat. Sold for $8. Headed to Indianapolis, Indiana. So I'm glad to see a bunch of hats selling on, well, not a bunch, but a couple hats selling on Posh. It's good to see. Good to see. So for me, listing, cross-listing, creating. That's the only things I'm focusing on right now. Next up, we've got a Wild Turkey Bourbon hat. Sold for $10, headed to Washington, Illinois. And then start getting into like a flow again, if you will. Wouldn't mind doing something different within this video series also. They change it up again a little bit, but have no idea what. But and lastly on Posh, we've got a pair of Nike Shox. Sold for $35. Headed to Texas. Since these are nicer, I'm going to put these in a box. A box? Let's see if I got a couple bags around here. Oh, man. Just trying to be more peaceful mentally. That's where because one thing that's a big on that is when I'm peaceful mentally, I'm a lot more creative, obviously a lot more happy, a lot more creative. You just get to enjoy things more. Like right now, I seem kind of lost what to talk about in these videos. It feels like I have been for quite a while. But maybe that's what these videos need. Or maybe I need, I should say. Just the early morning, not thinking too much into the day yet, just getting started. As I'm brainstorming here, I'm trying to think if any of these words I'm talking about can lead to something else in this video. So, make it a little different, change it up a little. Make it more driven towards something. Because right now it's really not driven toward anything, I don't feel. It's more for me just to talk while I ship. And I know you guys, some of you use it to keep yourself company while you ship. So it's good to have something to talk about. On Bonanza, we sold the Auburn University Tigers women's hat. Sold for $15.60. Headed to Alabama. And like talking about my numbers really is not too thrilling, especially when it's a negative thing. Trying to find a different way to present it, I guess. I'll figure it out. Maybe. All right, where's stamps? Closed up, I guess. We will see where it goes. I've got all the stuff that we've been buying lately. I've got it all like separated now. So what I really should probably do just for the fun of it, because I like doing them. Whenever I take a stack off to draft, I should just make a little short video. That's one thing like I want to do more, but I always just get sidetracked and forget about it. Just because I know I like going back through some of my older videos. Before I was really doing selling videos, I had a video series that we did a few videos on. I forget what it was called now. I forget. But anyway, I like kind of going back and going, ooh, I had that. I had that. Oh, wow, I had that. So. Something else must have just sold on True Gather or Bonanza. No, the payment just came in. Why is there an error, Bonanza? It's saying it's marked. So leave it at that. Oh, what sold where? True Gather. For some reason, I find a lot of these hats at the bins for United States Senate census in 2010. And I remember putting them up a long time ago when I'd get them, going, yeah, this is probably something that will never sell. Yet I sell every one I get. This one was just put up not even a week ago, and it's already sold, and sold on True Gather of all places. I love that stuff. Even stuff that shocks me. And that's what I kind of take into play when people would always down the stuff I sell. I was like, hell, it's because you don't even know. Hell, sometimes I don't even know. And I've been doing this 22 years. It's because you don't know, and that's why you're downing what I'm doing, type of thing. My viewpoint looking at it. All right, let's see. We got that. Make sure I got all these pulled. Oh, I put that up yesterday. Okay, that's everything. Okay. Purchase shipping labels. Do we got any international? Probably not, because it was, we got one. No, that's not. Couldn't find a delivery service. Now I got to go back out and come back in again. Thanks, eBay. You never failed to mess something up. I just want it to be fixed. Why are you not finding ship to address is invalid? Oh, I got something yesterday. I was trying to list an item, and it said the title, the automatic title in a CD, when you scan a CD or whatever, it comes into the item specific. It was saying that's too long. I'm like, well, you put it there. I didn't put it there. That's your information. So I had to go in and edit that. And I'm like, why? Makes no sense. All right, we'll send that separate. No international overnight, which everything seemed to shut down. I had 3 sales in about 9 hours and 3 offers in 9 hours. So, ooh, I can edit. Oh, I didn't know I could edit that. Let me go back and try this again. I didn't see that edit till it was too late. Let's see if I can edit that address. Okay, edit. Dispatch information. Nope, I guess I can't. Okay. All right, I'll have to probably use stamps for that then. So why are things all of a sudden too long, yet it's on? Doesn't matter. Who cares? All right, first up. Tired of trying to figure it out. Not going to waste my time. Not going to waste my energy trying to figure eBay out. Because I'm onward to more things. All right, got 2 more of these Jordan racks. Let me go find a different one to replace this one because it's a little faded. And both of these together sold for $86. Barcode on here I did not see. Scoot all this stuff out of my way so I can get my stack started. Stickers on here. Ooh. All right, Dale. Next up, we've got another one of my Pokemon pictures. So for $12, headed to Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Fit in here so I can put you in a bigger one. Squeeze it tight. Not gonna happen, is it? There we go. There we go. Okay. 10. Brendan. Next up we go. Yes. Maps CD single. So for $4.30, headed to Fort Worth, Texas. Texas. It's weird how, just another eBay issue, but the fact that no overnight international shipping, and I've said it before because of a shutdown, because I've got 52,000 items on the US site. I've got 20,000 items on each of the other 9 eBay sites across the world. But yet, overnight sales are non-existent anymore. Mark E. When they have shutdowns anyway. I'm just tired of being shut down. Tired of it, I say. Tattoo Connection DVD, sold for $8. Headed to Lakeland, Florida. Brian C. Ground advantage. So his in Colombia got fixed, got changed. Hopefully mine's next up on the server swap. Unless it has to do with the age of the accounts. Which I always feel it's been kind of like that may be the main reason, the age of the accounts. Maybe like the older accounts are on the oldest servers. I don't know. Or the deepest hidden within a server. I don't know how that all works, but... So I kind of wanted to start up a new store just to see if the sales on the new store would be better, just because it's a new store. Arrow. Oops. Tractor Supply Company hat. Sold for $10, headed to St. Petersburg, Florida. Like everything's Florida and Texas. That's 3 Floridas in a row. Texas, Tennessee, Georgia, New York, Texas, Louisiana, California, Delaware, Missouri. All right, can I remove that after I do that? Yeah. Okay, good. Just got an order to Canada. It came through. All right. My sinuses, I forgot to take medicine this morning. I gotta go do that. It's brutal overnight. Brutal, I say. And that's good to go. Brian M. Brutal, I say. Brutal. Next up, we got East Ridge Troon golf hat. Sold for $6, headed to California. Did I even tell you what that 45 record? I just 2 things. I'm not even paying attention. Headed to Coral Springs, Florida. That sold for $30. You can tell I'm kind of out of it, fighting this headache. The headache. Sam L. Next up, just put this up yesterday. At the bins the other day, I went to the bins. And there was a bunch of DVDs they brought out in about 6 bins. And hidden within it was some CDs. So I grabbed some box sets of some CDs I found. But I also found about 8 cassette tapes. This one being the Cranberries, sold for $15. But I found a Tupac Greatest Hits, Redman. The other ones were rap cassettes, and so they were up for $20 to $30 a piece for those. So got some good cassettes the other day. So surprised this one was sold first. I expected like the Tupac or one of the other ones to sell first. But $15, headed to Georgia. Also, Giro Pack. You guys need bubble mailers or poly bags. Click my link below, my affiliate link, and save 10%. Use Urban Picker as your checkout code. Save 10%. Somebody made a comment that they raised their prices. I went and looked, and they all look the same to me. I mean, how can you can't get much cheaper if you buy them by the 1,000? It's like 3 cents a piece. You can't get much cheaper than that without going out of business. So I'm like, well, they look the same to me. They're still the cheapest. They're like, they're not the cheapest anymore. I went and looked. I'm like, they're still the cheapest. I don't know where you're buying your stuff at, but I don't see no difference in the price. It's hard to beat 3 cents a piece. 3 to 5, I think, on the thousands. You buy them by that. Next up, we've got this zip pouch, but it's a microfiber pouch. So, I guess a makeup or something, I guess. No, classroom if needed. So I guess it's like, oh, it's like a pencil case and stuff, I guess. So, oh, well, I got it in. It's the title, school pencil case, cosmetic makeup. So I guess you can use it for whatever. So for $8, headed to New York. Da, 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 da. Man. Sophie. Sophia, I should say. Sophia. Next up, we've got some Loft denim jeans, women's denim jeans. I do like the fact that I haven't noticed patterns lately with my stuff that's selling. It's been everything. So that's one thing that I have noticed that's different. Because normally I'll have patterns where I'll just go through like so many, like all of a sudden a bunch of 8-tracks will sell or a bunch of cassettes will sell. The only thing I did notice is not really many 8-tracks are selling anymore, and vinyl this past few days. So I picked up a bunch of 8-tracks on the trip, so I'll get some of those listed. Maybe that'll jolt some sales. But these jeans sold for $16, headed to Texas. I'm going to try to think outside the box on this thumbnail. Let's see. Wayne. I'm like reevaluating and changing everything I can. So everything's going through a slow change with me right now. Under Armour hat sold for $7, headed to Louisiana. So maybe this will be the first, depending on how long I want to spend on the thumbnail. And maybe this will be a first day change on the thumbnail. Of course, you would already know that by now. T. Randall. This headache's starting to make me feel nauseous. Okay, next up we've got Lake of the Ozarks visor. So for $6, headed to California. I gotta stop moving my head so much. I just got so much pressure in the back of my head. Remember to breathe, James. $6. Luann. Next up, we got Moving Breath She Dreams cassette tape. Sold for $16. Headed to Wilmington, Delaware. Alrighty. Tanya. And we've got St. Louis Cardinals cap. Headed to Winfield, Missouri. Sold for $10. And I got one more, which is the last one of an item I found at a yard sale over the summer. But I gotta figure out the shipping address to that so it'll print up properly. Perfect. Dustin. Alrighty, review. Biggity bam. Dustin. Mario. Luann. Randall. Wayne. Sophia. I like that name, Sophia. Kelly. Sam. Brian. Errol. Brian again. Mark. Brandon. And Dale. Alright, now we figure this pain in the butt went out. I printed it, scan form. I don't think eBay will let me change this, but we got one of the Matchbox boxes I picked up at a yard sale, and sold for $11. Let me pull it over into stamps and just print it there. Okay, refresh. Nobody's been over here using stamps for 26 days. I just had to send Vendu a message because it's saying I got almost $400 there. And it's been going on about a month and a half. So I'm like, when does the money transfer over? Anyway, let me figure this out. I'm going to go ahead and get off here because I just saw Jan call. So I got to call her back. So I'm going to get this. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Later.